Hey guys, it's the Epic Wi-Fi guy. In the last episode, we took care of Azalea Town, and in this episode, we're heading off to Goldenrod City. And you know what that means? No more overleveled starter. And just here in this tree, you can get a white apricorn. It's pretty nice. And let's see if our orb is completed from yesterday. Ah, Maribel, I just finished your orb. Here, Maribel received fast orb. Very nice. That'll be very nice for catching the roamers later. That turned out great. Try catching Touhoumon with it. Alright, I'll give you another white orb. Or not, whatever. Doesn't really matter. I will probably be trying to get the roamers later, just not immediately. Because I have had some bad experiences with them in the past. Like, on a playthrough of Crystal, I was searching for the roamers, and it took like 4 hours just to encounter Raikou and just to encounter it and even get in my Pokédex. And while I was looking for it, I actually managed to find a shiny Hoot Hoot, which was hilarious. Alright, here we go. This is a missing Mistia. I don't even think Mistia can use Cut, but whatever. So, yeah, in Ilex Forest, I believe you can just find the 3 mischievous fairies at any time of the day. So, like, if you want to find Lunachild, for example, in the morning or afternoon, then you can just come here, and very nice. Oh, random encounters. I should start buying repels soon. It's just that I want to save up money for some of the TMs and stuff that we're going to get in Goldenrod. Alright. Falala! Mistia. Wild Tentacle appeared. It's a cool 10. Whatever. Those Pokemon save nicknames are hilarious. And I think I might actually do some gameplay of Pokemon Stadium too, like whenever I can. I just haven't decided yet. Because I do have some of the things that are on my Crystal playthrough on my Pokemon Stadium 2 file. I don't believe that item ball over there is anything really important, but we're gonna go check. We're gonna go check that out. Oh, Sunny Milk, yeah. So yeah, out of these 3 fairies, I would pretty much only recommend Sunny Milk because she probably still learns Sunny Milk in this game, which makes her a good fire type attacker. But there's better fire types that I can get later on. In the next town, actually. No, not in the next town, but in, I believe, Ecruteak City. You can get some good fire types there, so I'd suggest waiting a little longer, considering I don't really need a fire type right now. Wow, thanks a whole bunch. My boss told me I want to pay me because I don't have a badge. Okay. My Mistia, you found it for us, kid. Without it, we wouldn't be able to cut trees for charcoal. Thanks, kid. Now how can I thank you? I know. Here, take this. Alright, HM1, Cut. Just like Flash, Cut is a better move in this game, and it's not that much better, but it's still better. And of course, I'm gonna need to catch something that can learn Cut. Oh boy. I don't believe Sunny Milk can learn Cut. Alice can't learn Cut either, so I'll just go catch something that learns Cut. But yeah, in this game, Cut is actually a Steel type move, and as I've mentioned earlier, Steel is a better attacking type in this game than it usually is, which is pretty nice. Now, I believe Nitori, yes, Nitori learns Cut, so I'll just catch one here. Except it's Rumia. So yeah, you really shouldn't be using Rumia in the early game because she's not going to help you that much, and it's going to be really a drag just taking her along. Alright, Nitori! I will actually make my first capture in the whole game. How astounding. I don't want to attack it because it's probably going to get one-shotted, so let's just use a Great Orb. So in this game, I believe Cut is a 50 base power Steel type move, so it's fairly decent. It's not the best, but it's pretty good nonetheless. A lot better than like 40 base power normal type. Or 50, I think. Alright, we got Nitori. We have our first HM slave. Why not? Because Nitori learns a pretty good amount of HM. She learns, like, obviously the water HMs, and then she learns cut, so she makes a pretty good HM slave. Alright, moving on. And now with that, let's head off to Goldenrod. Very nice. Oh yeah, and I should mention that if you go back and visit those guys that you helped out just now, they'll give you a charcoal which boosts fire type moves, which can be pretty nice. I don't really use the items that are like that, but they can help you out. Oh, we have something rare here. It's a Chibi Marissa. Now, in Ilex Forest, aside from the 3 fairies, you can also catch a Marissa. And because of that, Marissa is the first starter that's available to you. That's you didn't pick as a starter. And as I said earlier, Marissa makes a very good electric type. She evolves into electric fire type, and all in all, it was really good. And I would definitely recommend picking one up if you didn't already. And actually, I haven't planned to use Marissa, but if enough people want me to, then I will use Marissa. If I could catch it, that is. But I already have my team planned out, but I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll try using Marissa. This is going to be really tough to catch, isn't it? This is the problem of having an overleveled starter. You can't catch anything. Okay, I think I'll just switch to Nitori because it doesn't appear to have any electric type moves. Either that or it's just not using them. And of course it uses electric type move as soon as I switch out to my water type. I do want to catch this though because Marissa is pretty rare, I think. Considering she's a starter. Let's use the Lure Orb to be funny. And it actually caught it! Wow, that's hilarious. Okay. An apprentice witch is always full of energy, likes to gather mushrooms. That she does. Alright, so I think I'll just call you... Let's just name you this. Mushroom Girl, okay. So let's just look at her stats. Oh, and she's holding something. Wonder what it is. Is it a berry? Oh, it's a tiny mushroom, of course. Huh, so this is actually pretty interesting. As you can see, Marissa has very good special attack and speed. And all in all, pretty decent. I'll consider training her. I'll consider it. But her types are covered by my other members of the party that I'm going to be getting on later, so I probably won't be using her. But it's still nice to catch one. And here we have Sunny Milk. I mean, Star Sapphire, not Sunny Milk. Yeesh. Alright, we're going to talk to the Headbutt guy in the random encounter. I wonder how rare that Marissa is, though, because in the patch comes included with a PDF file that tells you where some of the Pokemon are, but it doesn't tell you where all of them are, and it doesn't say how rare they are, either. So, you don't really know that. Star Sapphire. So, but yeah, now we have 2 out of 3 starters, and that's pretty cool. What am I doing? I'm shaking trees using headbutt. It's fun. Here, you try it too. I don't know why everyone has a southern accent lately. Rattle trees with headbutt. Sometimes sleeping Touhoumon fall out. Well, the Johto region is based off the Kansai region. And whenever they dub someone with a Kansai accent, they usually do it with the southern accent, but whatever. Well, yeah, in this game, that's actually, I think, the only headbutt TM, because in Goldenrod City, you can't buy additional headbutt TMs, which is why I said that Tokiko isn't really that good, because you might want to teach headbutt to something else to give it more coverage. Like, for example, I taught my headbutt TM to Sarah because she only had fighting type moves, so she couldn't, like, battle bug types or psychic types. Not that you would want her to use to her to battle psychic types or bug types, but I guess I wanted coverage on her is what I'm saying. Alright, sending Hulk. Got away safely. Alright. Let's just get out of here. I believe she gives you a very good TM. Not the Wriggle, the woman. Oh, honey, you're making a Toadex? It must be hard if Touhoumon would appear. Try using this TM. I believe this is a good TM. I don't really... What is it? Oh, Razor Wind, a flying type move. It always hits, so it is very reliable. Oddly enough, I don't believe that Tokiko learned Razor Wind either. And in this game, Razor Wind is basically Aerial Ace. It doesn't require a turn of charging, and it always hits. Let's see if anyone can learn it. No, of course not. Like, when I got that in my first playthrough, I was like, yes! Flying type move for Tokiko, and then she couldn't learn it. Okay, so I'm just going to be skipping the trainers here. Oh, and here we have a new encounter. This is Chibi Kane. She starts off as a Steel Psychic type, and she evolves into a Steel Psychic type in her final stage. And she's fairly decent. She has good bulk, good special attack, just balanced all the way around. And I'm not going to be picking one up personally, but she's still a good addition to your team. And I'm not sure if this game has it, but she usually also evolves into a Hakutaku Kane, which is Steel Fighting type. And instead of being special attacker, it's a physical attacker. It becomes... But the problem with Hakutaku Kane is it doesn't actually learn any fighting type moves naturally by the time you would probably have it evolved, because it evolves by Happiness at Night, whereas in other games it evolves by Moonstone. And it learns, I believe it learns Mach Punch at a fairly low level, so you would have to get its happiness up really high before you evolved it. Otherwise you won't have a fighting type move, which kind of sucks. And as for fighting types, there are better fighting types to use, but I guess Kane is also good considering she's also Steel type, which is a very good defensive type. And also good to use against Darks. No, there are better trainers. Yes, there are. You're just a youngster. What challenge do you think you pose? Alright, so I'm just going to be saving all the trainers on this route from my other encounters that I'm going to be getting. Please let me skip this guy, yes. And we have arrived to Awesome Music Town. And I'm just going to be hurrying up to the north so I can get more of my Pokemon. Oh, required encounter, of course. Are you going to the gym? Me too! What are you talking about, am I going to the gym? You just saw me leaving town. Okay, fine, I am. Picnicker Kim would like to battle. Kim sent out Ron. And you have a starter, but I also have a starter. That was an awful approximation of what Aurora Beam sounds like. And we have leveled up once again. Kim was defeated. Oh, I couldn't win. Of course you can't win, you're a picnicker. Oh, I could skip them by going around, okay. I'm gonna show my girlfriend I'm hot stuff. Okay, I should stop giving everyone a southern accent. Only certain people will have a southern accent. Camper Elliot. What do you have? You have Cyrano. You are the strongest. You are the strongest boyfriend. Okay, no. Really though, Psybeam, that is an awesome animation. Alright. Camera Ellie is about to use Chibi Letty. Will Maribel challenge Touhoumon? So yeah, as I showed you, Letty is very bulky, so if you pick her from the trade, she's fairly decent. But if you picked Alice, she's probably the better Ice type, considering she's more offensive. But Letty is still good, since she can learn Rock type moves, and she learns a Rock Slide on her own, which is very nice. And there aren't that many Rock types in this game. There's only like Letty and Tenchi, and I think that's it. I never realized how few Rock types there were, too. Of course! I've been getting Touhoumon data off of my radio. I think it's good. Of course you would come there and ambush me. Chen. Alright, you just die. Just die. Alright, we got Rumia. Another thing about Rumia is that her final form has base 160 attack, and you can have one basically anytime after you get the Surf HM. Because if you get the Surf HM and you backtrack over to Union Cave, then you can go in the basement, and in the basement you can catch evolved Rumias there. And then after that, if you have a Moonstone, you can evolve into an EX Rumia straight away. You'll miss out on some moves, but base 160 attack at that point in the game is very devastating. So you can go that route if you choose. And you can still teach her the Shadow Ball HM, Shadow Ball TM if you want a good move. Alright, I'm just gonna go back so I don't fight that trainer. I'm just hoping that I can get the grass that I want to get to. Let's see if we can sneak past. Yes, we can. Oh, and there's the grass that I want. I think. Okay, there we go. Here's the grass that I want. And I believe we have some new encounters here, and there's Koakuma right there. Koakuma is Psychic Flying. She's very decent. I have used her quite a few times in other playthroughs. I will not be using her. Let's see if I can find what I want before the video is over. Oh, here's another new encounter. This is Medicine. She is a fairly typical grass poison type. Her stat spread is kind of like Violet Plume. She's bulky. She has good special attack. Definitely recommend her, but I've never used her. I'm not going to use her though in this playthrough. Because poison doesn't really seem too good in this game because there's only two grass types. Two pure grass types, I believe. And another Koakuma. Alright, there we go, another Koakuma. Let's just run away from that. Am I gonna find what I want? Am I gonna find what I want? Am I? Am I? No, it's Medicine. Alright guys, well, since we've made it to Goldenrod, I think that I'm just going to cut the video off here while I'm searching for what I'm looking for. Thank you for watching. I will be posting more later.